Inverse operations. This is such an important tool and skill to be able to solve just basic pre-algebra type equations. Let's consider that we have 2x plus 3 equals -7. What we want to do is focus in on the variable that we're solving for. We're trying to figure out what number would go in here for x so that when you multiply it by 2 and add 3, you get -7. So the best way to do that is inverse operation. So we'll focus in on the variable and we'll ask what's being done to the variable. Well, it's being multiplied by 2 and then it has 3 being added to it. So x, here's the variable. It's being multiplied by 2. It has 3 being added to it. We're going to get rid of those things or attack those things in the inverse order of operations. In other words, we're going to get rid of addition and subtraction first before we get rid of multiplication. So what we're going to do is we're solving for x. It's being multiplied by 2. It has 3 being added to it. We're going to get rid of addition by 3. You do that by subtracting 3 from both sides. Now, because this is an equation, this side equals that side. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do the same thing to the other side in order to keep the equality. So math is fair. Most of life isn't, but math is fair. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do it to the other side because we have to keep things equal. So we're going to subtract 3 here and subtract 3 here. Now, +3 and -3 cancel one another out because they are inverse operations from one another. So these cancel, and that gives you 2x from here. And then when we add these two together, you get -10. So we have this. So now we have x, and it's only being multiplied by 2, so we are going to divide both sides by 2. Because multiplying by 2 and dividing by 2 are inverse operations. So if I do that, these 2's are going to cancel, and I just have x left over. And -10 divided by 2 is -5. So a negative divided by a positive is a negative. So x equals -5. So if you take this -5 and you put it in here, 2 times -5 is -10, plus 3 is -7. So this answer checks out. This is called the inverse order of operations.